Okay, hi boys and girls, Mrs. Megan here with you. I am getting ready to read some Easter stories. So we have Betty Bunny Loves Easter, and then we have a song and an experiment. So we're going to go ahead and get started with Betty Bunny Loves Easter. And it was written by Michael B. Kaplan and illustrated, which we said was drawing the pictures, Stephanie Jorish. So here we go. We're going to see why Betsy Bunny loves Easter. Betsy Bunny was a handful. She knew this because on night before Easter, she was hopping all around the kitchen handing eggs to her parents, her brothers, and her sisters. And that's when everyone in her family said at once, "Betty Bunny, you are a handful." Betty Bunny knew that being a handful must be very good, because what could be bad about being excited about Easter? "I love Easter," Betty Bunny announced. "When I grow up, I'm going to be the Easter Bunny." "You can't be the Easter Bunny," her brother Henry told her. "Only the Easter Bunny can be the Easter Bunny," said her sister Kate. "But you could grow up to be a weird bunny who runs around acting like the Easter Bunny," her older brother Bill added. "Wouldn't that be fun?" "No," Betty Bunny replied, "I'm going to be the Easter Bunny." And she knew she would be a great Easter Bunny because she loved coloring eggs. It's about that time for us to start coloring our eggs, carrying baskets and eating things made of chocolate. Who loves to eat things made of chocolate that look like her? She told her family that someday when she is the Easter Bunny, she will deliver baskets full of candy and toys, not just on Easter, but every day of the year. Could you imagine getting an Easter basket every day of the year? "If every day is like Easter," her mother explained, "then it won't be special anymore." "If every day is like Easter," Betty Bunny replied, "then every day will be special. You'll see." The next day was Easter. After church, Betty Bunny and her family arrived at the neighborhood park for their big egg hunt. The egg hunt was Betty Bunny's favorite part of the day. She was practically hopping out of her fur with excitement. There's Betty Bunny. She's very excited. Betty Bunny's mother and father gave her a brand new basket. It was the biggest Easter basket she had ever had. "This is a good size," Betty Bunny told them, struggling to lift it. "I always find the most eggs, so I'm sure I will fill this up." Betty Bunny took her basket and started to look. She's looking around here. Do we see any Easter eggs? No. "How about here?" Kate nudged an egg with her toe. "There's one," she said, and Betty Bunny put it in her basket. Henry shook a branch, and Betty Bunny looked over and saw that there was an egg beneath it. "Looks like you found another," Henry said as Betty Bunny put it in her basket. Betty Bunny seems to be rather lucky. Bill picked up an egg and put it directly into Betty Bunny's basket. "How'd you do it?" Bill asked, sounding impressed. Betty Bunny stopped looking for eggs. "Why are you all helping me?" she asked. They're helping her. "We always help you. It's why you find so many eggs," Henry explained. "I guess now you're just old enough to notice," Kate said. "But we're not helping you that much," she added. "Man, you are good at this," Bill said, dropping 3 more eggs into her basket. She didn't find those eggs, so they are helping. "Stop it," Betty Bunny cried out. "Easter is my favorite holiday. I'm going to be the Easter Bunny someday. I can find eggs by myself." "I believe in you," said Kate. "Cool," said Henry. "Now I can go throw eggs into the basketball hoop with my friends." "And I can go sit by the parking lot and play this egg hunt game on my phone," said Bill. Well, that doesn't sound much fun on his phone. Betty Bunny dumped out all the Easter eggs that her siblings had found. She took her empty basket and looked for eggs all by herself. She looked on the ground, she looked under rocks, she looked behind bushes. She even looked in the coat pocket of a lady who did not seem too happy about it. Oh my, she was sneaking in that lady's coat pocket. And she found 1 egg. All around her, kids were shouting, "I found one! I found one more! I found another one!" Betty Bunny did not find another one. Does she look very happy? I don't think she looks happy. She sat down on the ground and began to cry. Betty Bunny's mother and father came over and knelt down beside her. "What's the matter?" her mother asked. "I hate Easter," Betty Bunny cried. "Easter is yucky." And she told her parents all about how this year she wanted to find eggs by herself, but only found one. I'm never going to be the Easter Bunny, she moaned. I'll just be a dentist. Teeth are always in the mouth where they're easy to find. We can easily find our teeth, right? Betty Bunny's father told her that he was very proud of her for wanting to find the eggs by herself. It meant that she was getting to be a big girl. Her mother was proud of her too. She told Betty Bunny that it doesn't matter how many eggs she finds. Any egg she finds by herself will mean so much more than the eggs that someone else gives her. Betty Bunny nodded, wiped away her tears, and then she began looking for more eggs. She found one buried in the tall grass. She found another one beside the swing set. So she found 2 more, and she had 3 eggs in her giant basket. That was all she could find. But her mother was right. Those 3 eggs she found by herself meant more to her than any egg she had ever had. Maybe when she grew up, she would be the Easter Bunny in the spring and a dentist the rest of the year. That afternoon, Betty Bunny's mother saw Betty Bunny going through her purse. Betty Bunny, she scolded, what are you doing in my purse? That is not okay. It's not okay to go in Mom's purse, is it, boys and girls? I need money to buy an even bigger basket for next year, Betty Bunny explained. Then you need to ask me, her mother replied. What do you think she's going to say back to her mom? If I ask you, Betty Bunny said, you'll just give it to me. It means so much more if I find it myself. So she needed to find some money in her mom's purse. So that was Betty Bunny Loves Easter. Okay, now we're going to do a little song for you guys. So get up and be ready to do some motions with me. I'm an Easter bunny, watch me hop, hop, hop. Here are my 2 ears, see how they flop, flop, flop. Here is my cottontail, here is my nose. I'm all furry from my head down to my, toes. Yay! Let's do it one more time since we've just did it that time. Ready? So, I'm an Easter bunny, watch me hop, hop, hop. Here are my 2 ears, see them flop, flop, flop. Here is my cottontail, here is my nose. I'm all furry from my head down to my toes. So that's a little exercise for you guys today. And then we're going to do a little game. So I have, you guessed it, Easter eggs. Now I'm going to crack an Easter egg open. And there's a little piece of paper in there. And it's a face. Can anyone tell me what this face, what kind of emotion is he having? He looks angry. Can you guys all make your angry faces? Okay, now Miss Olivia, would you like to come over and see what your egg has in it?
There's my emotion. He looks scared, so here's my face.
There's our scared face.
Okay, one more.
That's our next one.
Okay. Ooh, okay. So this is the face. He looks surprised. So you go,
That's Miss Megan's favorite. I get to go.
There's my faces.
Okay. Social distancing. And then here, we're going to open this one up. And let's see, what's this one, boys and girls? Happy. Can we all make happy faces? That's a big old smile. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Okay, so if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Okay, Mrs. Kathy's going to come over and do one as well. She gets our last egg. Can anyone see what color Mrs. Kathy's egg's going to be? It's going to be purple.
Okay, boys and girls, I have a purple egg. Let's find out what's in it. Oh no, my face is sad. I'm so sad. I am sad because we're not getting to see all of you boys and girls every day that we'd like to see you. So anyway, that's our sad face today.
Okay, Okay, so that's our little Easter egg activity for you guys. And now on to our science. So I have 3 jars in front of me. And they all have something a little different in it. So this one, I have salt beside it. So this is our salt water jar. This one, I have to smell it because I can't tell the difference between these two. And one has vinegar and one doesn't. And we all know vinegar smells kind of stinky. Oh, yep, that's vinegar. And then that's water. So, and then we have these glorious peeps. How many of you like finding these in your Easter basket? And I'm gonna go ahead and drop them down into the water. Oh, doesn't look like they drop, do they? They float. And we're going to see what happens to our peeps as they sit in our water. And if you want to stop it, and then we'll let them. Okay, so our peeps are now in their solution, or what they're sitting in is their water mixture or vinegar. And if you take a close look, we're going to now look, and we have water, remember, vinegar, salt water, and we're going to make a hypothesis. And a hypothesis is just a fancy word for guess. So which one will dissolve? So which peep do you think will get dissolved? The one that's in water, the one that's in vinegar, or the one that's in salt water? And then next, which one will grow? Do you think the one in the water will grow and will it get bigger? Would the one in vinegar grow, or the one in salt water? And lastly, which one will lose the color? Do you think the water would make the peep lose its color? Do you think the vinegar, or do you think the salt water? What do you think will happen to our peeps? And that all comes back to hypothesis, which is a guess of what you think will happen. And then if you, I'll put these there. This is our saltwater peep. Do you see anything happening with our saltwater peep? It looks like he's losing some color and he's sinking down in a little bit more, I think. So there's our saltwater. Here's our vinegar peep, which I think his color may have gotten even brighter since going in the vinegar. It's a real vibrant yellow right now. Okay, and then lastly, we have water, just plain old water. And what seems to be happening? It looks like it lost a little color, but still not much going on with it. So those are our guesses. And remember, hypothesis. Now we're going to go to Mrs. Kathy, who's going to be performing the Little Bunny Foo-Foo.
Okay, boys and girls, Mrs. Kathy is here to share a favorite song of mine that my children always liked called Little Bunny Foo-Foo. And it goes like this. Little bunny foo-foo, hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. Well, then down came the good fairy and she said, Little bunny foo-foo, I don't want to see you scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. I'm going to give you 3 chances. You don't behave, you're going to be turned into a goon. Well, Little Bunny Foo-Foo, he was not a naughty little bunny. And so, Little Bunny Foo-Foo, hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice, bopping them on the head. Down came the good fairy, and she said, Little Bunny Foo-Foo, didn't I tell you I don't want to see you scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head? I'm going to give you 2 more chances. If you don't behave, I'm turning you into a goon. Do you know what a goon looks like? They're pretty ugly. Let's see what happens. Little bunny foo-foo hopping through the forest. Scooping up the field mice, popping them on the head. Down came the good fairy and she said, Little bunny foo-foo, you did not learn. I'm going to give you 1 more chance. Do not scoop up the field mice and bop them on the head. Little bunny foo-foo looked around. He didn't see anybody. So little bunny foo-foo hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice, bopping them on the head. Down came the good fairy and she said, Little bunny foo-foo, I gave you 3 chances. You still scooped up the field mice and popped them on the head. So, poof, you are now a goon. The end. Comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail, hippity hoppity happy Easter day. Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. Look at him stop and listen to him say, try to do the things you should. Maybe if you're extra good, he'll roll lots of Easter eggs your way. Oh, here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail, hippity hoppity happy Easter day. Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail, hippity hoppity Easter's on its way.
Hey boys and girls, it's Miss Megan again. I'm back with my experiment that we started the other day, and we're going to take a look. Now remember, we put our peeps in different solutions or different things. So we have this peep that's in water, this peep in vinegar, and this peep was in salt water. So what was your guess? What did you think would happen? We're going to go ahead and take them out and see if anything's different about them. Ooh, this one's sticking. Let's see if we can get it out. Ooh, come here, Pee-Pee. So, obviously this one in water disintegrated, except for our poor little peep's head. Moving on, vinegar. It's about the same thing, but it looks like it got bigger. And then last, we're going to check what happened when we left our peep in salt water. Oh, come here, Peep. I know. This has been your home. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh!
Okay, it's out. We're going to move it over here. Oh, it's moving on. Ooh. 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 Okay. So, and then it looks like this peep, these two kind of kept their yellow color. This peep kind of lost, and I even see a little, oh, that was just a flake from me probably. So this one seems like it got bigger in vinegar. This one completely disintegrated in water, and this one stayed relatively intact, but it lost all its color and got a little foamy. So that was our experiment. Feel free to try it at home. Bye guys, have a good day.